And it's been a while since we had a chapter of Eden Zero with so much stuff just crammed into it. We just kept bouncing around to character and area to area, which makes sense since the battles were in the last few chapters, so we finally stopped for the battles at the moment, and now we're updating on what everyone's doing. For example, Killer's about to kill Abika, but Clown is like, you need to be more elegant in the way you kill someone. Someone's death, their death is the end of their life, so it's got to be a more flashy ending for people. And Killer's like, I don't care about that. Based on this conversation, the way they fight is basically built around the way they think people should die. One believes death should be entertainment, the other believes that people should just suffer. Like, okay, yeah. Moskoya ends up rushing in, and Sumo slaps Killer away, saving Labilica, and he then orders her to run away, obviously, and she does. Here's something. Moscow actually refers to them as lightweights. That's what I find to be really funny. So basically, he's saying that he's stronger than they are. He's about to press the button like he always does, but I actually thought this time he was actually going to press it, and we're going to see what it can do. No, Witch yells at him. Okay, so Witch and Hermit show up really damn fast right after these guys end up teleporting on board, which meant my concern about last week, which was that how can Hermit not know that there are people on her ship? Like, she should know that easily with her abilities. Apparently she did. As soon as they teleported on, they immediately showed up themselves to deal with the trespassers. So Witch and Hermit go into their star dresses, and the battle is about to begin. That's when we get an update on the fleets fighting the dragons, and they just realize that the entire government has just shown up, and Elsie's crew is now yelling at Holy's crew, like, why did you tell them? And they're like, we didn't tell them anything, they just showed up on their own, we had no idea. Well, do you at least tell them that we're allies, we're not fighting against you right now? I have no idea, is basically their response, like, don't know, don't care, that's not really our concern. But yeah, the government does know that crew of the Eden Zero and, of course, Elsie's crew are allied with with Holy, so they decided to hold back. They questioned this for a bit, like, should we really hold back? Because they're going to fire on us. Like, we can kill them after we deal with all the dragons, which is okay. See, the dragons aren't the problem, they are, but they're not the main problem. The main problem is Dead End Crow, Ziggy, and Agnolia. They are the main problem. The dragons are really just there as a supplementary army. The government has to know that, which I'm going to assume means that they're planning on dealing with all of the bad guys first, and then they're going to attack Ziggy and Elsie afterwards. At least that's what I'm assuming. I don't think they're actually going to just destroy the dragons and immediately start attacking Elsie's crew. That would be stupid. So while she's tied up, Elsie decides to flirt with Justice. And she basically says, how long are you going to keep me like this? And his response is, well, if normally I would have tied up your legs and your neck so you couldn't move. She says, not that, I'm talking about my clothes. And that's when he finally realizes that Elsie's basically naked. And she starts mocking him, of course, about that, saying, oh, you just noticed that a maiden is is half nude in front of you? And he goes, a maiden wouldn't be a pirate. It's weird how much they want to kill each other, and yet they still continue to flirt with each other. Like, they straight up stabbed each other once. That happened. While they were kissing. Like, I really don't understand their relationship at all. It seems when it comes to emotion, when it comes to each other, is that it's always to the extreme. There's no middle ground or any calm moments between these two. So that's when Justice senses someone, and so he goes to check out who it is. And of course, Ellie's freaking out because with her arms handcuffed together, there's no way she's going to be able to fight and protect herself, so she's going to die pretty much instantly. So Justice finds out that the one who is after them is, of course, Agnolia, which obviously we knew about that ourselves already. She's currently riding on her dragons, searching for them, so apparently she hasn't found them yet, but she's getting close. The smart thing to do would be to release Elsie and the two of them could fight together, but most likely he's going to fight one-on-one. And the way this story goes, he's probably going to die. So she's running around in the hospital dimension still, and so he finally realizes he could just try calling, and he does. Pina picks up. She tells them that her and Happy are currently in a cage, and he knows where both Weiss and Rebecca are. Right before she tells him, she ends up once again seeing into the memories, but this time into Killer's memories, where he sees that him and Hermit were obviously friends, and apparently Killer had a theory that anything and everything can go into overdrive because everything has ether. So if you are able to make something hit critical mass, their ether hit critical mass, you can make it go overdrive. It could be a rock or a lake or a planet or anything. Terrifying to think about that. Literally anything can go into overdrive. You could basically turn a planet into a giant Death Star, basically. Anything and everything can become a weapon just for you. Or could be used for good, but so far, anytime when someone goes into overdrive, it's for the purposes of fighting. But of course, that's ether gear. That's not really ether. And ether gear was, of course, created for the purposes of war during what they call the Dark Ages. Still unclear what the Dark Ages were or what they have anything to do with today, but whatever. So back to the Eden Zero. Killer tries to do the old teleport dimensional thing again, but Herman is able to just instantly deactivate it. She then insults him by saying, apparently you're an idiot because you actually thought you could beat me without going into your star dress. And Killer's like, I don't need something as weak as that. I can go overdrive. And of course he attacks her while going into overdrive, but then she blocks it. She's able to stop the attack because she can also use overdrive. Which surprised the hell out of me that Hermit could use overdrive, because from what we can see that the stars have always been using their star dresses to fight. They've never actually used overdrive like the humans do. I always assumed that they couldn't do it, but no, they can also go into overdrive. And it makes sense that these two would be the ones who can go overdrive, because once again, these two are the ones who apparently theorized about anything going into overdrive back when they were human. Of course, neither of them can remember these memories because they were erased by Ziggy, but it's a little fun little thing to have added. We still don't know anything about Dead and Crow at the moment. That was the only thing that wasn't updated at, but I'm guessing he's still just smashing things and laser eye beam and, stuff like that. Nothing new, nothing special. He's obviously going to be one of the last people that we see fight. We gotta still see the rest of Ziggy's underlings go down before we can see any of the big guys go down. So that's gonna be a while. So that means we're not gonna see Ignolia and Justice fight anytime soon either. Which, I'm okay with that. I've been enjoying the Dark Stars fight. Plus, they seem to have because of their backstory and connection to the Shining Stars, actually quite entertaining to learn more about that than it is actually to watch the fighting at the moment. I would really like to know why Ziggy erased people's memories. Okay, and that's the chapter. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, give a thumbs up so you can enjoy more Eden Zero and other anime things. Thank you and have a great day.